Here at the outset, I want to make note of a few things this course doesn't cover. Because the course is focused on people new to Ubuntu Desktop, I'm not covering upgrading from a previous version in this course. There are a lot of variables involved in upgrading an Ubuntu installation, and in order to stay focused on the basics, I'm not going to go through those. If you're upgrading, great. I expect that you have enough technical know-how and troubleshooting skills to resolve issues that arise from that process. There's a lot of guides online that cover each specific upgrade path and problems that can occur during the process. I also won't be covering troubleshooting particular hardware or installing drivers for specific hardware. That, again, is full of different variables that I can't predict. If you're installing Ubuntu in a virtual machine, as I recommend for this course, you shouldn't have any hardware problems. If you're installing on some older hardware to resurrect a computer from a bygone era, and you find that you have hardware that isn't working, check online to see if anyone else has had a problem with that specific device. Chances are they have, and if they're a helpful sort of person, they might have even written up the steps they took to get it working. Or they may have written about why it may not be compatible with Linux. If you're refurbishing an older machine, it's a good idea to make a list of the hardware it has and to check online for compatibility before you install. This course doesn't cover all of the apps available in Ubuntu either. I'll provide a look at some of the common ones, and if you want to explore further, I encourage you to do so. I also covered the command line very lightly at the end of the course. This isn't a course about using the terminal. For that, I'd encourage you to check out my other course, Learning Linux Command Line. This course isn't a deep dive into security or system management or anything like that. We have other courses dedicated to those topics here. One of the greatest things about Ubuntu is how user-friendly it is. So this course is geared toward giving new users, home users, and beginners a look at Ubuntu Desktop if they're unfamiliar with it. And it's a good starting point for people new to the GNOME desktop environment as well. Ubuntu used to use the Unity desktop, and that had some different apps. So if you've been using Ubuntu for a while, you may already know some of what I'll be talking about. If that's the case, great. If not, let's get started.